Hi, it's Phil. Let's take a tour of the event and business dashboards, which are almost identical. They just have a few differences. Right off the bat, at the top left-hand corner, you're going to find a button on either one of those dashboards that says Add Event or Add Business. We're not going to go into that right now. It's covered under another video. If you need to find that information, just search for Add Event or Add Business on our knowledge base, which is available at support.saffire.com. Now, right below that, you see an Actions drop-down. This controls whatever is checkmarked down below. So anything that I check down here will be controlled by what I choose up here. I can choose to make them all unlisted or listed, make them RPick or remove them from RPick. I can move them to different categories, or I can add them to categories, and I can do a bulk deactivate. Now, the other options up here are ways to customize the view of this page. I can look at all my active listings, which is what we see right now, all my inactive listings, or all my listings at one time. And I can further filter them by choosing these options under, I can choose a specific year or category, whether they're listed or unlisted. The More drop-down has several things I can control. The Edit Schedule Views allows me to choose the views that are available on either the event or business listings. And what I mean by these is, well, let's take a look over on the actual site, and you'll see what I mean. You see, first of all, there's a list view, and there's an expanded view, there's a gallery view, and on the event calendar or the event listings, there's a calendar view which allows you to see it in a traditional calendar format. There's also a map view, which if you have a bunch of events which are at specific locations all over town, then you can pinpoint them. If you see that on the business pages where it's used most often, you'll see all the different businesses in town will have different pinpoints, and you can actually click on those and it'll take you straight to the description. You can even jump straight to that page. Very powerful. Now you can choose which ones are on and which ones are off. You also get to choose which one is the default view that people will see when they first come to either your event or business listings. Below that is the filter orientation. There's a vertical view and a horizontal view. If you look back over here, you'll see we're looking at the vertical view right now, where there's a column on the left-hand side which has our different views and search criteria that's available to you, the categories and tags, and then either the listings or, well, the listings you would see over on the right-hand side. Now, if I go back over here and I change this to the horizontal view, I'm going to save that and then go back and reload this page. You'll see what happens is all of the search criteria moves up into a single row across the top. Even the categories and the tags now are drop-down menus. The multiple views are over on the right-hand side, and the listings or the events themselves now take up the entire width of the page. So it's a really quick way to change the way your page functions and looks. Also underneath the More drop-down is an Edit Text Gallery heading. And this allows me to inject text and images at the top of my event pages or my business pages. Let's just add something very quickly, and I'll put this up really bold so that you can see it. And we'll add an image as well. How about this one? Okay, and load that in, close that up, save that page, and we'll go back to our event calendar now, and I'll reload this page. And you'll see what happens. With the information that I just loaded, you'll see now there's that new headline I added in, and here's the image. The image can be justified to the right, to the left, or to the center. You can put as much text in here as you want. All it's going to do is keep pushing the events or businesses on down the page. So it allows you to create introductory text or imagery to put above your events or businesses. Let's see. Also underneath here, you can add and edit custom fields. So if you have specific data that you want to keep adding for your events that you know is going to be repetitive, like something other than the location or the category, maybe does it sell Twinkies? I don't know. It could be anything, right? You are able to add a custom field. And for your business listings especially, you may want to be able to put in everyone's web address, and that could be what this field name is. You can choose the data type, the character count, and whether or not you want to use this particular field as a custom field as a filter out here, meaning it will show up as a drop down out here, and you can have all of your custom fields now as filter options. You can also choose the visibility. Maybe it's information you only want to store on the back end of the website, so you only see it on the admin side, or if you can make it public. You can also make it editable on the public side, and you can also require the information too. Some very powerful options there. Also, underneath here, you can jump immediately to your event templates, which you can also do from the top bar of Spark. You can go to Events and jump to Event Templates. If you're looking for businesses, go to Businesses and go to Business Templates. And that's everything under the More drop-down. Also on the top, you'll find a keyword search option on both events and businesses. You can export all the data. If you're on the event calendar, you can export it by date. And you can import information into this. Work with your coaches on doing the import. You also are going to want to download the template so that all of your data fields match up correctly. But definitely work with your coaches on that. You can also immediately jump and see the public side of the event calendar if you hit the view page. Now down below, there's more information. Obviously, there's the checkboxes we talked about before. There's a column of stars, and there's white stars and gold stars. If it's a gold star, that means it's already been selected as our pick, and these are just toggle switches. I can turn them on or turn them off, just that easy. The next column is also a switch. It shows whether or not the event or business is listed or unlisted. If it's green, it's listed. If it's gray, it's unlisted. Next, there's an icon that will show up if it's a quick event. There's an icon that shows up if it has items for sale associated with it. There's also the name of the event, and you'll see as soon as I mouse over that, there's a drop down that pops in. And I can choose to do a quick edit. I can edit. I can view the page. If I go to this, it'll open it up in your website so you can see it. I can copy that event if there's a reason why I need a near copy and I just want to change a few things. I can do that very easily, and I can deactivate the event as well. Now on the event calendar, you have a date and a year column that does not show up on your business listings, of course, but both events and businesses do show categories and subcategories and images. And the images column is for anyone who has submitted an image for a particular event or business. And that's easiest seen if we go over to the business listings. And you'll see the Bazinga Bodega has had a new image listed. And if I click on this icon, it's going to open up the Bazinga Bodega page, and I can immediately go in and see, well, what was that image that was submitted? Well, where is it? It's in the media module. If I open up the media module and go to user images, and you can see there's a image that's been submitted. I can check the box. I can hit approved, and you can see now there's two images that are available in here. In fact, let's go view the page, and you'll see that there's two images. There's this one, and here's the one that was user submitted. That's the entire tour of your event and business dashboards.